for comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to strike the last word and speak in opposition to H.R. 2616.
You're recognized.
Thank you. This bill is yet another attempt by my colleagues to insert the federal government into public school classrooms by micromanaging educators and harming, once again, LGBTQI students. I can't implore my colleagues more, please stop picking on trans and LGBTQ students. All parents want their children to learn in safe and affirming environments. Instead of working to truly keep students safe in school, this is an attempt to legislate parent-child relationships. I'm a mom. We never take our parent hat off when we're policymakers, and even though my kids are grown, I just want to say I worked very hard to build a good relationship with my children so they felt comfortable coming to me about anything. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen in all parent-child relationships. That's not something that we can legislate. School should be a place where all children feel safe to live and learn as their authentic selves. Childhood and adolescence are important times for growth and development, and sometimes a school is the place where students feel safe. And although, as I said, many transgender and non-binary students have supportive parents, and I've spoken with many of them, this is unfortunately not always the case. Students may fear negative repercussions or even outright abuse at home if their gender identity or chosen name becomes known to family members. Forcing schools to out students to their families is not only unnecessary, it's likely to be dangerous for students' mental health and well-being. And I just point to the high percentage of homeless youth who are homeless because they were kicked out of their homes. Somewhere between 30 to 40% of homeless youth identifies LGBTQI. Transgender youth already face high hurdles, and research shows that these types of discriminatory policies are associated with poorer mental health and higher suicide risk among LGBTQI+ youth. We don't need adults in Congress making things worse for our nation's children. Additionally, just in implementation, it's unclear what counts as any school form under this legislation. Does that include attendance sheets, seating charts? Can teachers label student desks or put a name tag on the classroom door without fearing their school's federal funding may be revoked, which of course affects every student in the school or the district? Requiring schools to obtain parents' consent before using a student's preferred names or pronouns is frankly ridiculous. Any child who chooses to use a nickname would be affected by this legislation. So if my colleague, the chairman of this committee, Mr. Wahlberg, were an elementary school student, would he have to submit a request for teachers to call him Tim instead of his legal name, Timothy? We don't know. This is a needless requirement that further burdens educators and school staff. Again, we should be focusing on policies and improve our system of public education and make it accessible and fair for everyone, not targeting a very small handful of students who want to use a different name or pronoun. And for this reason, I urge my colleagues to oppose this legislation, and I yield back the balance of my time.
I thank the gentlelady. Now I recognize the gentlelady from Illinois, Representative Miller.
Thank you, Chairman Wahlberg. I strongly support the Protect Kids Act, a much-needed step to